Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon again. My name is Carson Cook. Welcome to the CSO Pro. Guys, before you watch this video, make sure you like, click, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Guys, we're going to talk about today something that's very important, and it's a mental mindset behind the idea of working with a sales team if you're a sales manager or if you're working as a representative or if you're on the phone. And it's an idea around sales, guys, that needs to help breed competition, and that's stop trying to please everyone. Okay, and that's one of the things that we teach our managers a lot, where we have a team of individuals that they're managing, they're running, they're working with, they're giving experience to, they're leading, and they're trying to please every single representative that's out there in the field or over the phone, and it's toxic to the environment of your sales team. Okay, so trying to please everyone is like hiding commission checks. It's working with a sales team where, you give the same reward to everybody else, and you're afraid that if you give an award to someone and you recognize their success, that the rest of them will become jealous and they'll cause issues in the office or that kind of stuff. And that's completely untrue, guys. That's the idea around sales. It needs to be a very capitalistic idea. So trying to please everyone also that puts a bad culture to not only your sales team, but it's toxic to the rest of the environment. Now, when working as an individual, guys, if the CSO Pro is towards younger sales individuals and you're working in the field, it's the same thing when you deal with your clients. On an everyday basis, if you're trying to please every client, then it's going to be very difficult for you to execute urgency and execute, moving forward. Now, that's not to say that we need to facilitate good relationships. We need to facilitate good communication with our clients, provide them with the best customer service, and we need to facilitate their needs. But it becomes when needs with your client or needs from your client become unreasonable or not possible that we start to make up lies, we start to overpromise and underdeliver, and that's the idea of you're actually just trying to be nice. You're trying to please every client, every customer all the time. And unfortunately, that is a facade that doesn't work very well. One of the best ways to do this, guys, is to be with our sales representatives. We teach them to become individuals. We teach them to be personable. Okay, we teach them to not hide their personality, hide their communication skills. Okay, it's not fake, it's not a mask, it's not today I'm a salesman, so I put on the Carson face and I'm the sales guy. No, I don't try and please everyone. I try and tell the truth. I try and work with them through their issues, their concerns, but at the end of the day, I'm also very boisterous in the fact that if I can tell a customer no. So don't be afraid to tell a customer no. So we're gonna talk about 3 different things today that are gonna help you change your mindset about pleasing everybody, okay, which is a huge pitfall in sales, guys. If you start to try and please everybody, it's not gonna work. And that brings us to point number 1, okay? If you are trying to work to please everyone, or you're constantly trying to please someone in a relationship, for example, just so that you're afraid and you have that fear that you're going to lose that individual, you've already lost them, okay? It's already a trash relationship. Okay, there's no situation where you can lead them or you can actually gain their mutual trust if it's a relationship between you and your partner, you and your wife, you and your husband. Same thing with your kids. If you try and please your kids too much, they become spoiled brats, right? So it's important to understand that. It's a good example in relationships. Don't try and please everyone, okay? Focus on what really matters, what's truly important for your customers' concerns, their needs, okay? But don't try and please them too much. Number 2 is you need to focus on the process. More than likely, if you work with a sales organization that has a process, okay, there's going to be sticking points. There will be points where will be raised for objections, or we would say concerns or client concerns, not just on the product, but possibly on the process. If they have an issue with the process, oh, I don't like to do that, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I've been sold before on that. There's a lot of mistrust and a lot of fear. You have to be able to tell the truth and say, well, unfortunately, that's how we do it. You have any concerns, we'll meet those concerns together, but we will do this process. Focus on the process, okay, and it will help you stay in there. Too often we see sales representatives, guys, in our industry where essentially they get off on what we call tangents. It's part of that straight line sales that Jordan Belfort talks about, where you can go over here, push them too much, not push them enough, but if you go out here or out here, you're gonna lose the deal. You need to keep them on that straight line to the close. Well, that process focus is very much not trying to please everybody, which means customers will start giving you these objections to where they'll go off on tangents. Well, what about this? Oh, well, no, well, we can do that too. Okay, well, if you can do that, what about this? Okay, well, if you can do this, why can't you do this? And why can't you do this? Now we're so far up here, there's no hope of bringing them back and moving them through the steps of the sale. So don't focus on pleasing everyone. It's okay to stop your customer and say, hold on, we'll handle those concerns later. The next thing we need to do is this. Let's focus on moving through the rest of the sale. So make sure, guys, that you keep process focused, all right? Rapport building is great. You don't want to build too much rapport because then you won't close the deal because you spent 45, 50 minutes talking when it could have just been 10 and the same rapport could have been built, right? It's almost that perfect sweet spot. So focus on process and that will help you bring you back, boom, to baseline. Okay, and then number 3 is that you need to understand is that you need to tell the truth. Stop trying to please everyone, tell the truth. That builds trust. Trust builds rapport. Trust builds urgency. Okay, so if there's something that you can't facilitate, don't try and please the customer by lying to them, by over-promising and then under-delivering once they sign on the product. It's gonna lead to a lot of headaches, a lot of screwed up sales, and a lot of opportunity where you won't be able to close. If you're the sales professional that's used to closing on making everyone happy, you need to re-divert that. You will want to sometimes close customers that are not happy. Okay, you might want to focus on a process that's efficiently getting numbers in as opposed to making everybody happy. Okay, but do tell the truth. That builds a lot of trust. So stop trying to please everyone, guys. Okay, that's not what we're saying with the video, guys. Like, you want to please your customer, you want to facilitate their needs, you want to build up rapport, and you want to do the best that you can, but focus on the process. And if there's something that you can't do, don't lie to them by trying to please them to make them happy in hopes that they will sign. Okay, mutual respect is what you want with your customer. You want mutual respect. If the mutual respect's the whole way through, mutual respect, communication, mutual liking, mutual understandings, you will arrive upon more closes than normal and they'll be facilitated a lot more. You'll have the ability to under-promise, but then have the ability to over-deliver later once the paperwork's signed. So stop trying to please everyone. Keep that in mind, rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in to CSO Pro. This is Carson Cook, back at you again with the CSO Pro. Just wanted to put everything out there, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning into all the videos here on YouTube. I just wanted to point out to you guys real quick, just once again, this book will be going on sale May 1st this year, 2019. So coming up here pretty shortly, guys. And this is the No Shit Sales Journal, a confident, common sense, and practical guide to sales. Basically your Cliff Note version, okay, that can get you up to speed, guys, and give you a very solid foundation on how to sell. Now this book, guys, is not just for sales professionals. This book you need to buy and read. It will help your life with your family, your kids, pretty much anyone that you would like to communicate with and become better at communication. Okay, so make sure you go to Amazon, guys, and put in your pre-order right now. We'll include a link below. But this book, guys, is going to be going on sale May 1st. It's also, guys, been featured on the Sales Babble with Pat Helmers. You can tune in to find out a little bit more about the book at salesbabble.com. Very, very, very good podcast. Pat Helmers, guys, is a very standing guy within sales. Very, very, very solid reputation. Amazing podcast with some of the best techniques, communication techniques, tips and tricks for sales. So go to the salesbabble.com. I'll put that link in the description below. But guys, please make sure to pick up your copy on Amazon today. Get one right now. Thanks, guys.